Hey guys, welcome to your Watch Me First for week 4. This Watch Me First is going to be posted right on the top over here. And so let's look at what do we have this week. So this week you have your reflection 1 that is due. For reflection 1, you are watching this video. You can watch this video too. It's an additional resource, but mainly you're watching this video, and after you watch this video, you talk about how it relates to you, what resonated, what feelings arose. And you can share more than one thing, but you must explain your thinking. It's limited to 200 words so that we do not go overboard. This video has been one in which I've had the most conversations, and it actually does resonate with students a lot. It resonated with me also. So here is it's for 20 points. 10 points is for your post, and then 5 points each for replying at least 2 peers. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So that's what you get. I want us to have more collegial, constructive discussions, and so that is what is for this week. Remember that this is due Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. So your initial post and responses, everything is due by Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. So that is the reflection assignment, and it's a discussion board. So let's look at what is the other one. The other one that you have is your research topic proposal. Now this is going to be for 100 points. The syllabus says 50 points, but since the topic proposal was revised in spring of 2024 and it has you do more things, I have decided to give more additional points for this assignment. So I'm going to open this up and talk about it. The instructions are there, the template is there, and then the rubric is there. And I'll talk about what this is. So let's look at this. This is one of the most critical assignments because this forms the basis of the other 2 assignments that you're going to do and your finals that you're going to be doing. What you are doing for this is, let me go down here. So you are going to choose a diversity issue. So for example, I could choose diversity issue about gender in physics classrooms. Okay, because I'm looking at gender aspect in higher physics classrooms or calculus classrooms and all of those things. And so that would be my diversity issue. When I choose a diversity issue, I am going to try to find 2 articles that are somewhat giving opposing view or 2 different perspectives, something like that. For example, on the topic that I just talked about, I could have one article says that there is no difference in gender, and one article says yes, girls and boys are different. Okay, so that is the 2 different articles that you have. I have made a space for a 3rd article. For your paper, you basically only need 2 articles, and if you have 2 good articles, that's great. The 3rd article, the reason I put it is sometimes students tend to use news reports or use the internet. If you do that, you lose all the points because this has to be a peer-reviewed article. If you want me to look whether it's a peer-reviewed or not, you can post it in the course question discussion board with the full link, and I will look at it. But if this is due on Sunday, you cannot post even on a Saturday. You have to pre-plan this. So you have to be more proactive because remember, on the weekends, look at the instructor response policy on the weekends. I will try checking my discussion board at least once in the weekend just because we have this assignment coming up, but I probably will not be checking it on Sunday. So you have to pre-plan if you're doing this. You definitely cannot post like at 5 p.m. on or at 3 p.m. on Sunday and expect an answer by that time, right? Now, a peer can answer you, yes, but as an instructor, I will not be answering. So if you want something, you want me to check your citation, it needs to be posted by Friday. Once again, if you want me to check your citation, it needs to be posted by Friday, or I am not going to be checking your citation. So you're going to put, so here is your citation that goes, and then you're going to put a summary, not more than 3 or 4 sentences, very short, just because how does it talk about your diversity issue is what you are saying. And then argument related to it is maybe insert a sentence, a quote from it. This one I'm not that worried about, more worried about this part of it, that you have this. You are going to upload a PDF of that article. Please be aware, New York Times, a summary from a person on the internet is not a peer-reviewed article. Peer-reviewed means that it is reviewed by peers in experts in that field. And to help you guys know how to get articles, I have actually scheduled a Zoom on Tuesday with the librarian who will walk you through the steps of doing it. And there is extra credit associated with it. You have opportunities of extra credit this week with that thing. And so I will post about that also. So it is 10 points extra credit if you show up. You have to keep your cameras on, so there are some rules for it, and I will share that also. I'm waiting for Zoom link from them so that I can put it. I did want it to go ahead and open this week up so that you have all that information. So this is what you're going to do. Now, what is the next steps as to why I said that this was such an important one? This is important because you are going to be doing some field work for it. In the sense, you're going to observe this in the field. So for my one, I could go to high school and sit in a high school classroom and observe how many times girls participate, how many times boys participate, how does the teacher do. I could also do some videos. If I want to do some videos, look at documentaries or look at something that's out there. So all of this. So I give you space to really talk about where you want to do it, because your total will be 4 hours. This is your next assignment that is coming up. This is not this assignment. But the reason I'm asking you to think about this is because it relates to this diversity issue. When you write your finals, you're going to glean information from all of these. So that is one of the reasons you are doing this. Here you are only talking about where you will be going and how long will you be observing for it. All of this has to be 4 hours total. Your time has to be 4 hours. So think about it, how you're going to be doing it. If you have like a documentary title, you're going to be doing the length, and then you're going to put a link. It could be from the YouTube. It could be a TED Talk or something else. But you're going to put the length, and then you're going to put the length of how much minutes is it. So if it's a 5-minute, think about how many would you have to watch to make that up. So be careful when you actually start thinking about what you want to do over here, okay? So this is where you do your fieldwork proposal here. So this is your research topic proposal, which includes your diversity issue, the citation, the summary of it, and then you'll upload a PDF. Again, citation, summary, and then upload a PDF. You need at least 2 articles. If you do a third one, that gives you another perspective, and I can tell you which one's better. I will be providing you feedback on this, and so you will have that aspect also. And then your fieldwork proposal. Can you change it later? Yes, you can change it later, but think about it where you're going to be doing, okay? Suppose I do something related to employees or something related in a hospital. So think about your workplace. If you are working somewhere, can you do it in your workplace? I could do it in a hospital. I could do it in a hospital reception area. That could be my field work. What would be a diversity issue that I'll be looking at? So that's how you're thinking about it, okay? Please post questions as you want. We are on one of those critical aspects of it. You don't have a midterm. This is week 4. You don't have a midterm because this is requiring a lot of thought and input. So I've tried to balance it and not overwhelm you guys for this week. So this is what you have for the research proposal. So let's go back. So let's look at the rubric. So when I click on the rubric, you're going to see the rubric is for 100 points. So each of these sections is for 15 points except the last row that is for 10 points. So diversity issue, is it clearly stated, stated but not clear, and it's not observable. For example, I say I'm going to observe physicians operating on something, right? And that is just not observable. You're not going to get permission for it. Now, if you can find documentaries about it, that's different, but that's one of those things. So that's why the field proposal aspect of it comes in. It's not stated. Article 1, Is it a scholarly article with a correct APA citation? It is a scholarly, but if it is not scholarly, it is 0 points. So once again, news reports, people write articles on the internet which is not peer reviewed. That's why that library Zoom would be so helpful for you guys to actually do that. And then the summary of the article and how it relates to the diversity issue, and that's this point, that is for 15, 10, 5 and 0. Same thing for article 2. Like I said, I did only 2 articles is what you need for your argument analysis. This also builds for your argument analysis paper, which is for 150 points. It also builds for your field experience paper. So there is a lot that this assignment builds on. So this is a really, really important assignment, which is why I'm opening it early so that you guys can watch this video and work on it and everything else. And this is not something that can be done in like an hour. You have to really think about how you're going to do, because you have to find the articles and do all of those things. And then is the field work, and submissions include the PDF of all the articles, basically 2 articles. You do 3, that is great, but I'm looking for 2 of them because 2 of them have to be good. Suppose you do 3 and one of them is not good, I will let you know one of them is not good, but you get 2 of them to be good and you get full credit, right? This is missing one of them and then missing both. There is nothing that is for there. So you have 10 points, 5 points and 0 points for this. This is your research topic proposal. I have uploaded some other things for you. So for example, I uploaded like a roadmap because I thought you guys want to know where you are in the assignments, right? So this is our cultural autobiography assignment that was due last week. Okay. Now, here is your research topic proposal. So you're going to choose this. The articles that you choose are going to be expanded for your argument analysis paper, which is for 150 points, right? And then you're going to do a field notes assignment also, which is based on this diversity issue. And then in the very end, you are going to do a synthesis assignment, whether you're going to use a paper or do it in a different format. Most often students do a paper, but if you want to do it in a different format, that'll be fine. But you're going to combine everything. Cultural autobiography, you're going to combine the argument analysis, you're going to combine the field notes, and you're going to write that paper. This is your final exam that you are doing. So as you can see, that research proposal assignment is setting up the base for all of the assignments to come. So that's the reason I said that this was a really important assignment. The other thing that is there is I put in the informational field notes, because sometimes it's confusing, right? Like, what am I doing? What does ethnographic notes means? What does that actually mean? So this is where you have is your field assignment information. So, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to post it on the course question discussion board. I look forward to reading your research proposals. Your Dropbox is open. Remember, it is due on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. So if you have any question, once again, don't hesitate to ask. Best of luck.